Hey guys, I'm Karina.
And I'm Eric.
I'm Jennifer.
And I'm Christian.
All right, so welcome back to the Late Podcast. Hey guys, it's Karina. We had actually recorded a full episode with you guys last week when we had Christian back. You guys have heard him before in previous episodes of the pod. But we had some technical difficulties, honestly, and half of the episode is missing. But we decided not to let the full episode go to waste, so we are giving you half of the episode now, and you will get the regular podcast episode on Friday. Bye, guys. Title is, Am I the asshole for shitting on my cousin's plan to go to law school?
Oh my God, I thought that was a real thing for a second. Because I have a story.
No, you already told that story.
The growler?
Yes.
Because that just flashed back.
You did
Yeah.
that one, yeah.
Did I ever tell you that story?
Yes.
Oh yeah, okay.
Sorry.
Sorry. All right.
All right.
Go ahead.
I, 21 male, have this cousin, Taylor, 20 female.
Of course.
Tay-Tay. She's really Christian.
You don't say. I bet you she's blonde, blue-eyed, super fair-skinned.
And she considers herself anti-abortion activist.
Okay. Go Taylor.
Yep. I don't really care about political stuff, but she's rude to me all the time because I'm not Christian, so we have some bad blood there. This summer,
Wait, just because he's not Christian?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just trying to understand. So he didn't do anything else.
No.
He was just born
He was
a
born,
different
he's
religion.
not Christian.
and
Well,
now
maybe he just doesn't believe it.
I'm just and now they have beef.
Yeah, now they have
All
beef
right.
because of that. Yeah.
Okay.
She's an anti-abortion activist.
You think you told her he's circumcised? That's
All right. This summer, I've had to see her every week when I go to my grandma's to help her take out the trash cans and other household stuff. Taylor lives with my grandma.
And Taylor doesn't help her own fucking grandmother?
No, it goes against her belief. No, I'm kidding. Taylor told me that she's planning to go to law school and that she wants to try to make abortion illegal for her career. She isn't a good student. She hadn't even heard of the fucking LSATs before I even told her that's what she's going to need to take. And she doesn't even have a solid plan for how she's going to make abortion illegal. I told her it was a dumbass idea and she should stay in the major she's currently in, nursing. I also think she shouldn't, but whatever. She started crying and wouldn't talk to me for the rest of the time that I was at my grandma's. My grandma was also mad and said that I was pushing my godlessness agenda on Taylor. She said that next time I came over, she would invite her minister to drop by and talk to me about it. I don't want to see her fucking minister, and I told her I would leave and stop helping her if she did that shit. But now Taylor's told all of the rest of our Christian family how I don't want her to go to law school, and they're all calling me the asshole for trying to make her believe that this would be a bad idea. Am I the asshole here? Was I too mean to my cousin?
Wait. Before you guys respond, I just want to let Taylor know she's in luck. That Donald Trump of the Supreme Court took care of this life mission for her.
Yeah.
So
well, maybe she's going for all states.
I mean, she needs to find a different.
I think that's what it is. She's going for all states.
She wants a federal abortion ban. I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was going to say, I'm kind of glad Taylor isn't a good student because I don't know that I really want her pushing her agenda.
I don't even think she should be a nurse. I feel like she needs to go work at the church and call it a day. So,
what happens when she's a nurse and the only place she can work at is Planned Parenthood? And what happens then?
I want to know. I mean, what is it? Just the religious motivation to outlaw abortion that is driving her desire to go to law school?
I think so.
Because somebody should sit her down. Because honestly, because somebody needs to sit her down and say that she can probably accomplish that mission being part of like a protest group. She doesn't have to go all the way to law school. I mean, they're very unlikely that she's going to make it to the Supreme Court to argue a case. And unless she's hired right away into a policy writing group, or she can run for the Senate, right? She can try to introduce legislation. That's a way to do it. I mean, look, it sounds like she's lovable, right? She's good Christian, right? And, lives with grandma, helps grandmama with, right. Helps Mima with whatever she fucking needs. I mean,
Top comment is, yes, the asshole for encouraging her to continue studying to be a nurse. Top comment. Yeah, no, I don't.
I don't think he's an asshole. And you know what? He might be doing her and the world a favor.
Yeah.
By keeping her out of courtrooms and out of.
Let's keep Tay-Tay in the church and out of courtrooms. Okay.
She can pray the sins away.
Exactly. Go ahead, Tay-Tay. You pray for us.
That's right.
All right.
You know what? Hey. Oh, by the way, fuck Taylor. Because isn't the whole gimmick of Christianity you like turn the other cheek and forgive and all that shit?
Not when it comes to abortion.
I'm just saying. So what? You know, where's love and tolerance? Where's the forgiveness?
Not when it comes to
See what
abortion.
I mean? Bullshit.
Exactly. That's why I'm not Catholic anymore.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck that slag. No, Catholics aren't big on forgiveness. You guys are big on punishment,
Exactly.
repentance.
That's also why I left.
Now, penance is different. This idea, like the real Christianity, this new Christianity, it's like forgive everybody.
Yeah.
Oh, did you just kill your baby? I forgive you. Jesus loves you.
I haven't heard that Christian one.
No, but that's my point. Like if you're going to be all about love and tolerance and forgiveness, then be about that.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I forgive you except for that.
Mm-hmm.
You're a baby killer and I can't forgive you for that. But you come to church, right? And we'll forgive you there. Bullshit. This has got to be some backwoods fucking Mudlick, Alabama town or some shit, you know? And by the way, why isn't Taylor helping grandma take the trash out and shit?
She's at church.
She's not at church. She's okay.
24/7.
All right. The only reason Taylor has to not be helping grandma is if she's in the kitchen cooking.
And she probably isn't either.
I'd say otherwise she needs to be doing chores.
Exactly. Were you something else?
Yeah. She sounds like 2 degrees removed from a cult already.
Yeah.
I feel like he kind of is the asshole for encouraging her to do nursing. I would pivot this post straight to some like head of Scientology because she sounds like a first round draft pick for them. Like she is way too far gone.
All right. Next one. Title is, am I the asshole for refusing to keep doing chores for my wife?
No. He's not.
Case closed.
Don't get more privileges, Revo. You're already. She's not making the bed already.
Don't get your boxer briefs in a bunch there.
He's only, and let me tell you, he started out as the asshole for doing the chores. Right?
All right.
Sorry, go ahead.
I,
Just
28
kidding.
male, have been married to my wife, Bella, 28 female, for 5 years now.
All right, she's already a cunt.
Because her name's Bella?
That's right. That's like that's the Twilight generation.
She's
like
20.
parents that name their kids Bella.
She's
and
28
shit like
though.
That. No,
Twilight
her
came out.
parents.
Oh. Twilight came out when I was like 10.
Oh, whatever. It's a douchey name.
All right. We both met and went to the same college. She went into law while I did animation. She graduated top of our class and went to a top 20 law school. While she was in law school, I had a lot of trouble finding a job in my field for a job at all. Really.
She's already angry at that comment.
I ended up working in a kitchen as a line cook to help support us, in addition to the loan she took out while she was going to school so she could just focus on her classes. Bella has a really good job in a different state after she graduated, so I quit my job and haven't got another one since. We have no kids, a nice house for the two of us, and are overall living very, very comfortably. She works very long hours, so I take care of most of the household things. Cleaning, cooking, grocery shopping, repainting the walls, doing other work, etc., etc. In the last 6 months, Bella started referring to me as her house husband around my family and friends. I've mostly been letting it go, but every single time, it really bothers me. I'm already insecure about not being able to find a good job, and it makes me feel even more inadequate. I finally got to the end of my rope when we were with her mother on Sunday, who still doesn't really approve of me, and they were talking about taking care of the lawn / garden, and she said, "Thank goodness I have a house husband for that, or I'd never find the time to do that," and smiled at me. Then they both laughed. It was humiliating, to say the least. I didn't say anything at first, but I guess you could tell that I was really upset and asked what was wrong. I told her that she needed to stop emasculating me and making it seem like I didn't contribute anything to the household. We were arguing back and forth, and she told me that she would stop calling me a house husband if I was going to get that upset about it. But it wasn't an untrue term, and I needed to stop being so insecure. Bella refuses to apologize. I feel like she doesn't fully appreciate my value as her husband. I stopped doing the chores until she apologizes, and she's beyond pissed. She's been coming home and cooking dinner only for herself and doing the chores I haven't, and then taking off to spend the night at a friend's house. I was talking to my sister about it, and she told me that Bella was wrong, but I was being immature in my response as well. The thing is, if I give in, she's going to think that what she's been doing is okay. I don't even know anymore. Am I the asshole here?
You know what? I say good for him. He's seriously. No, what she did, she's totally demeaning him. That's really fucked up. It is. You know, he's doing his best. And this actually happened to my cousin. My cousin was married to a doctor, and he was not as successful, and she made him feel like shit. So I can empathize with this guy.
This might be controversial, but so are all of my opinions, right?
I'd be surprised.
Why is it okay for a man to be like, okay, she's a housewife, she's a stay-at-home mom, she's a stay-at-home wife, and they can refer to us as that, and they can refer to women as that, and it's never seen as wrong, and we take it, and we're like, Like,
I think it's messed up too.
exactly.
I do.
So if it's okay when a man says it about his wife, like, oh yeah, no, my wife stays at home. She takes care of everything like that. Why is it not okay when the woman says it now? Because it's the roles are reversed. I think it's fine what she's doing. He is immature, and he should honestly. She's fucking giving him a great life. Like he said, they live very, very comfortably. He fucking stays home all day. I would gladly stay home and cook, clean, all of that, as long as I don't have to fucking work. He's being a little bitch, if we're being honest.
I think, like, okay, she's obviously being demeaning, and
Is she though?
I
When
feel
men
like
say it, is it demeaning, or do they just say like that?
Yeah, it definitely
Like
can
she's
be
doing
demeaning.
It does.
Yeah.
It does sound like that. And
Um,
I would be pissed if my husband did that too. You know,
Yeah.
it's just
Yeah.
but he's not helping his case by throwing this little tantrum that he's doing.
Exactly.
I feel like, brother, take your win. You got a nice life, like,
exactly.
you know. Maybe
I
just
think he just wants to be appreciated.
yeah,
You know?
which like
he doesn't want
Go get a hooker. She'll appreciate you. Pay her.
I mean,
I'm just saying.
like if also like house husband, like I don't know, like depending on his race, that could be racist. Like not just
Christian. He's on the roll today. I don't know.
No, but I think like just don't throw a tantrum, but he's not necessarily wrong to be like, yo, stop calling me this in such a demeaning way, especially like laughing at me with with her mother. Like that's kind of crazy.
I'll tell you, I think he is the asshole, and I'll tell you why. If he had known how to properly dickmatize his wife
Oh my god!
at the very beginning, okay, then she would still be in line right now, not get all uppity, right? Start making fun and making comments. No, that's bullshit. It's his own fault for not laying the pipe down the right way to begin with and making her think that she can have this kind of opinion, right? And let it go unchallenged. Yeah, that's number one. Number two, in all seriousness, I agree with Jennifer in that when a couple has sort of defined roles and they're non-traditional, it doesn't mean that they're always right or wrong. It's not about that. It's what works for each individual family, right? People need to be supportive and appreciative of what the others do, especially because if you're out at work all day, you don't see it. It doesn't sound like they have kids.
No, they have none. She said.
Right. But then down the road, especially with that, it becomes very stressful, very hectic, very tiring, you know? So in all honesty, I have respect for stay-at-home spouses.
Yeah. And staying at home is a job.
It is.
A job.
I know. For real, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, and it also, I hate to say this because it maybe sheds some poor light on the entire profession, but lawyers, especially when they're hanging out with a bunch of other lawyers, like in their office and like in a firm, there's a lot of ego there. There's a lot of arrogance.
Yeah.
Some of that might have rubbed off on her in the way she kind of handles things at home, the way she treats things.
Or maybe that's a joke in the office when they talk about
right, or like giggling with her mom, and it could be that she's just becoming kind of douchey, and just because the environment she's in, especially if she's with a big firm or like a big law, and she went to like a top tier school, and so that could be part of it. I'm not excusing it, but she may not even be aware that she's doing it at that level, So he might need to just speak with her more directly. Yeah. Sit her down and say, listen, I need you to understand how this makes me feel. And, look,
all I'm doing as well.
But like, look, I ain't no bitch, but you need to know that this kind of hurts me when you do that. And imagine if I, did that to you, like in front of my father or whatever, and by the way, if it doesn't change, it never will. And he either has to get used to it.
Yep.
Right. Because her career is not going to wind down anytime soon.
No. Yeah.
And she's not going to quit a big firm. I mean, she might, but generally speaking, she's not going to quit a big firm, and go work for some nonprofit down the corner for, $40K a year. Exactly. Just so her husband doesn't feel bad. Right. So that's what I think. It just could have been handled differently.
There's something very triggering about someone laughing at you. Like
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, laughing was too much. Laughing was way too much.
That's what I mean. But
if she would just call him that, maybe as just in term, I feel like it wouldn't be that big of a deal. But it's the fact that you're laughing and giggling with your mom.
And she might have been showing off a little in front of her mom, or just kind of,
Also, knowing her mom doesn't even like him and accept him.
That's what I'm saying.
Also,
right?
That's bitchy. Like your mom doesn't.
But that's why I feel like it's more. Yeah, it's like more shtick. It's almost like girl power. Look, we're gonna. I'm with you, ma. Ha ha ha. So I think it probably wasn't meant to be directly harmful or hurtful, but I can certainly see how he took it that way. Yeah. I also think though that he just needs to sit her down, one evening or one Saturday morning and say, look, I need you to understand this and we have to go through this. And, but he also needs to realize that it's likely not really going to change that much.
Yeah.
So.
All right, next one. Am I the asshole for wanting to use my college fund for law school rather than on my stepbrother? I, 18 female, am about to go to college. I have a full ride to my state university, which I chose over paying in full at a much more prestigious school because I plan on going to a prestigious and expensive law school. My parents' income is too high to qualify for any financial aid. I have a college fund of about $100K. My stepbrother has one of $70K. Mine is half from my mom, half from my dad. His is from his dad, his mom, and the inheritance from his deceased father. My stepbrother is attending a very expensive and out-of-state university and has nearly blown through his fund. He is now very stressed about having to take out loans since he is not going into a high-income field. He and my stepmother are urging me to give him my college fund, or at least some of it, so he can avoid taking out as many loans. Their reasoning is that we'd have an equal start of undergrad, and that the fund was intended for undergrad only, not really for what's after that. That I'd have a higher paying job so I'm more able to pay back those loans anyways. And that my mom was more than capable of supporting me since she has a higher income than my dad's household and my stepbrother's father is dead. My dad is very neutral to this and told me to choose, but that family is more important than money. My mom supports me putting it towards law school and thinks it's the smartest choice. Would I be the asshole if I chose law school over my stepbrother? I'm not even that close to him anyways.
Definitely not the asshole.
Exactly.
No, it's his money. Mm-hmm. He consciously made the choice because he wanted to go to law school. Absolutely, his money.
Exactly. She went to her state university because she was like, I'm declining that prestigious college to go here because I'm going to save my money for law school. Fuck no. Fuck your stepbrother. He didn't think about his fucking future. So why should you risk your future because of the dumbass that decided to go to another school? That's on him. Him, his dead daddy, and his mom can go fuck themselves. Sorry.
So I was going to say something very similar, but I don't think as animated, and I probably wasn't going to bring up the dead dad. But yeah, I mean, like, those are the consequences of your actions. Exactly. Like, if you're gonna, and this whole family sounds very entitled. I mean, this girl, she's 18. Like, she kind of sounds like she has a good head on her shoulders, but at the same time, I question as to why she would, like, post this, because I feel like it's pretty morally black and white. Like, she's very clearly not the asshole here.
Family
and it almost
get in your head, though.
But
Your family sounds like it is. Like, they're, like, really like, no, you're making the wrong choice. This is family.
And her family are a bunch of assholes for that. But
his stepbrother's not even your brother. Fuck him.
Yeah, I know. Come on.
It's not your fault. His dad died, and his mom wanting to go marry your dad.
If she gives the stepbrother her money, she'll still hate him for the rest of her life. Yeah.
Exactly.
I think it's interesting that stepbrother is probably the dumber of the two, because if for no other reason, why would you go to an extremely expensive out-of-state school and plan on having a shitty financial career out of it? Like, if I'm gonna go. Well, look, if I want to be a social worker, it's a noble job. I'm not going to Harvard to be a fucking social worker. Right. Okay. That's my point.
You know, my daughter's high school counselor went to Harvard. Yeah. Why?
Like, for what?
Why would you do that?
Literally. You could get that shit at SMC right here, community college.
That's what I'm saying. So I don't blame her at all. She got a full scholarship to a state university, which is not easy to do anyway.
Yeah. Okay.
Good for her. It's probably an academic scholarship, considering that she, they have enough money where she wouldn't get loans or financial aid. So it's likely an academic scholarship, which means she's probably very bright. Mm-hmm. Okay. I don't know what state she's in. I mean, if she's going to Idaho State, their standards might be a little lower than, some of the other schools around, but I'm just saying, like, down here in, Tennessee State, we, whatever, right? Arkansas, right, whatever, right? Right. But even that, it's still impressive, right? And the fact that now she's not guaranteed to get into a prestigious law school, right? But the fact that she's got that kind of motivation, good for her.
Behind her,
well, it's not even about the money, because, honey, let me tell you, like, to the post, 100,000 is not going to get you very far.
No,
in a top tier, right? In a prestigious law, you go to Harvard, Yale, Cambridge, whatever. You're that 100K is not going to last you that long. Okay, you better put it into some good crypto. And hope it quadruples or whatever, because you ain't getting out of law school with no loans. But I will say you'll have less loans than other people, and you won't have undergraduate loans to pay. So you'll still be ahead of the game. Okay. And if you get recruited to a big firm, you're going to make, $250,000 to $300K your first year to 2. And if you live modestly and stay at home this first year, you'll pay off your loans pretty quick. So definitely not the asshole. Stepbrother should really either maybe think of a different major and make enough to pay back his loans, or transfer to a fucking state school and give up this idea.
Maybe his mom should get a different job. They're like, oh, your mom could pay for you. Why doesn't your mom go get a better job then? That's not my fault. Like, what the fuck?
I agree.
Exactly.
It's not her responsibility.
I agree. It's not her responsibility. I wouldn't make my, fucking 58 or 60-year-old mother.
I wouldn't either.
Go get a fucking waitressing job, like a second job or something.
I wouldn't either. But it's his mom telling her that.
I understand.
His mom is like, your mom works better.
I get it. I'm just saying.
It's not my fucking fault you're a bum.
I know. I'm just saying, there are people that are fueling the fire here, but in general, he really should have just picked a better, career path or a different school.
Yep.
That's all.
All right, next one. Am I the asshole for telling my girlfriend that she's too dumb to go to law school?
Oh.
This is coming from a lawyer. I, 28 male, am a lawyer. I am working for a nonprofit, and my girlfriend, 28 female, is a caseworker.
He's just as broke as she is, by the way. Okay, so go ahead.
Yep.
He's a lawyer, but for a nonprofit.
Yeah. And his girlfriend's a caseworker.
Right. So he makes about $5,000 a year more than she does. That's about it.
Recently, she told me she also wants to go to law school. To be honest, I had very serious reservations for anyone going to law school. It's a huge time and financial commitment, and it is not some easy path to money or fame. But I became very concerned because she kept saying she wanted to do what I did. Honestly, I don't feel like I'm making the change or impact that I should be. I am very strongly considering even changing professions. For her, who is interested in the social justice aspect, I feel like she doesn't truly understand some of the limitations of being a lawyer in the social justice field. I tried to tell her about the above issues, but she said that she knew what she wanted. She asked me to look at her application essay, and it was terrible. I was honestly shocked. While she is not a native English speaker and has a strong accent, she did go to high school here and graduated from a good college. We've never had issues of communication, but her written work, which I had never seen, was just objectively bad. If I had never spoken to her, I would have assumed from her writing that she was just learning English, not basically fluent. My initial reaction upon reading her essay was, if she writes like this in a personal essay, there's no way she's going to be able to handle a memo ever. Writing in law school is fucking hard. It is an entirely different form and style, and a lot of students, even the most gifted, struggle. I really couldn't envision this working out for her. So I told her that. My basic point was, I think you have to prepare a lot more than you think and you have to prepare a lot more and think a lot more about this decision. I just don't think your expectations of law school match the reality, and you definitely need to improve your writing skills a lot more to be a competitive student. She immediately reacted angrily, telling me I was arrogant, that just because I had gone to law school didn't mean I know everything, that her English was fine, and she couldn't believe I was telling her she was too dumb to go. I tried telling her it wasn't about intelligence, but about her expectations and preparation. But she basically told me to go to hell. I guess I could have been more supportive from the get-go and softened the approach. But I honestly think she would have made a huge mistake in even attempting to go to law school. The fact that her writing ability is subpar just seals it for me. So am I the asshole?
Yeah, but it doesn't matter whatever advice Reddit gives you, you aren't going to be with this person for very long. So,
Reddit said he wasn't the asshole, but I think he's the asshole. That was asshole. That was cunty.
Yeah.
No, I think he's the asshole. I mean, like, who is he to decide if she's adequate or not to go to law school? Like, that's up to her to go through the application process. Like, he goes, her writing's objectively bad. You read it yourself. That's a subjective opinion.
Exactly.
Like, I don't like how many people in law school or who graduated like love to gatekeep it because and make it like, oh, like it is this like crazy intellectual challenge. To be honest, like I don't even fully know. It's not like I'm done with it. But I feel like if you have a degree of dedication and hard work, like it's not even necessarily about intelligence. And for him to just kind of shut down his wife like that, he also goes, it wasn't that I was like calling her stupid, but then the title of the post is like, she's too dumb to go.
Yeah,
so he's very obviously...
And he used like a throwaway account too. So it's like, you meant that she was too dumb. You might have not said it in those words, but you meant it.
He's very obviously carrying himself in a way that's super patronizing towards his wife. And sounds like he's pretty awful.
Yeah.
Anybody that ends a post with using the term subpar is so douchey.
You could tell he's douchey.
I mean, yeah. Now, sorry, Reddit. That doesn't mean he's wrong.
No, Reddit said he wasn't the asshole.
Well, okay. I'm agreeing, but let me explain why. No, it's important. So it's a what if, okay?
Yeah.
If his motivation was truly to spare her the difficulty and indignity of failing out of law school, and and let me just tell you that having gone through it, you might be able to know if you think, reasonably if somebody can hack it. It's very demanding time-wise.
Yeah.
Yes, the writing standards are much higher in law school, but for good reason.
Mm-hmm.
But by the way, nobody starts law school having those skills.
Exactly.
Right? They develop over the course of your education. So where she's at today is not where she's going to be at the end.
Exactly.
And that's probably something he's forgetting. Mm-hmm. Right? Whatever his skills are today after having gone through that legal education.
He wasn't like that.
Right.
Before.
So let me tell you what I really think.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What I really think is that she is probably smarter than he is, and he knows that, and he's insecure and doesn't want to be one-upped by her. Mm-hmm. And that's what I honestly think. Because the way that's written and the kind of insults are meant to demean her and make her, almost like he doesn't want the competition. Yeah. Right.
He's like, oh no, you wouldn't make it.
But I'm guessing, right? Look, it's possible that he really cares and loves this person and doesn't want her to be disappointed. If that's the case, there's a million better ways he could.
That's what I was going to say. If his motive was really like, hey, it's really hard, and the way I'm like, maybe you can tell sometimes when you read some papers where you're like, okay, this was really badly written. But I wouldn't go out and be like, this is shitty writing, bro. Like, you're not making this shit out.
No,
like, but I'd be like, hey, like, this is very, like, there's different ways you can say it. I couldn't say that.
If he was genuinely concerned, it would have had a very different tone to it. He just sounds like a little man.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if he writes it this way because it's Reddit and because it's like a burner account, he can just sort of be, cavalier. I bet you in real life he's not like that with her, right? So I mean, so some of this might just be shtick, for the Reddit thing. But generally, if he's being truly honest and actually cares about her ability to get through it. Because I know people that after a year or maybe into the second year dropped out and were never the same. There's a lot of stress. There's a lot of deadlines on you. You're in a highly competitive environment all the time. And it can weigh on you. So if he's truly concerned for her and her well-being, then he's not the asshole, except for how he expressed it. Yeah. It feels like the way he wrote it, though, it's almost like he's trying to do a comedy bit. Yeah. Or like, this is like intellectual comedy. Like where people that think they're really smart try to do or write things in a certain way that are like, kind of like little zingers, but not like outright insults. That's what that strikes me as. I've read plenty of written briefs by lawyers that think they're doing that. They don't realize how douchey they come across like to the judges or whatever, but you know what? Live and learn. So that's all I really got to say about that one.
All right. Next one. Title is A Very Benign But Maddening Disagreement Over Alarm Clocks. Okay. I, 25 male, and my girlfriend, 25 female, moved in with each other at the beginning of summer. So I guess 7 months ago, he said. After dating for the past 4.5 years. It has been great in nearly every aspect. She's in her 3rd year of medical school, and I am in my 2nd year of law school. Okay. We are both quite busy with our respective workloads. Stress is high, but having each other to come home to has been unimaginably pleasant. We are both in agreement that moving in was a wonderful decision, and this has all gone really well, a long way in confirming that what I already had much believed in terms of how I want to spend the rest of my life. We get it. That's her soulmate. Whatever. We get along just as good. Okay, I'm not going to read this whole thing. He talked about it. Great. They're doing great. Okay, except for the alarm clock. We are both early risers, both by nature and by circumstance. We both like to start our day around 6:30 to 7, and often earlier if we have a busy schedule or want to get in early on a workout or something like that. Our morning routines are mostly aligned, and we go into the kitchen, we have coffee together, then she gets ready while I read or play on my phone, and when she's done, we switch. I love all of it, minus the beginning. I'm a type of person that as soon as I wake up or the alarm goes off, I'm up. Doesn't matter how early. Once I'm awake, and I'm out of bed starting my morning within a couple of minutes. I'm not totally opposed to staying in bed, nothing to do on the weekend, and want to spend a little time in bed being lazy? Cool, I'm all for it. But if I have a full day, I almost can't stand just laying there watching the minutes click by when I could be up doing something, and it takes some real effort to fall back asleep. She's the opposite. So much the opposite that she sets her alarm for an hour and 30 minutes before she actually wants to wake up, just so she can hit snooze 10 fucking times and fall back asleep within 30 seconds 3 to 5 times. At first, this wasn't a big deal. I just get up an hour early, make our coffee, some breakfast, lounge around, whatever. But as someone who struggles to get a good night's sleep as it is, the missing hours started to catch up pretty quickly. So I tried to do what she did, just kept falling back asleep. A nightmare. Every time I would approach sleep, just till the first dream is starting to form. Vroom, vroom, vroom. Torture. We talked about it, and she said she'd switch the alarm clock to just gently vibrate her watch. No change. Her turning it off or the vibration itself still fucking woke me up. Now we arrive at the impasse. Someone is going to have to modify their wake-up habit. I am of the opinion that her just sleeping until it's actually time for her to get up is less of a sacrifice than me always missing an hour of sleep. She argues that the only way she's ever gotten up on time effectively is by waking up and going back to sleep several times before actually committing to get up, and she can't start her day any other way. I can get over this if I have to. It's not the end of the world, and she feels the same. But as of right now, I'm sticking firmly to the opinion that in question of who makes a sleep schedule sacrifice, the person is actually losing sleep gets preference. Thoughts?
Okay, so she's getting up super early, or setting the alarm super early.
Yeah, so she could just turn it off, go back to sleep, turn it off, go back to sleep. That's how she has learned to wake up in the morning. And he's mad because he's like, once that alarm goes off, I'm up. Yeah. So it's like, you gotta go back to sleep, bitch, but I'm up. I'd be pissed because I also wake up as soon as my alarm was up. I'm up. So I'm like, I'd be pissed. Imagine waking up an hour and a half earlier than you have to. Just because she can't get up?
Yeah, an hour and a half, that's a lot of time. Yeah. That's a lot of missed sleep.
Yeah. Every day, too. And this is a law student.
Yeah, I agree. That especially when you're in that demanding of a program.
I'm not even going to lie. I would turn off her alarm. After she would fall asleep, I'd go and I'd turn off her alarm and just put on the right one. What?
They're going to have to come up with some sort of compromise. Yeah.
Just sleep in another room or something. Like,
for a healthy relationship.
I don't know. Like, I guess I'm more like the girl in this, where I set like 5 alarms, and I set
5?
It starts half an hour before I actually want to get up, and then it's in 5-minute like increments.
Okay, but half an hour is way more reasonable than hour and a half.
True, but also who am I to talk if I'm setting 5 alarms?
That would piss me off. Imagine in the morning every 5 minutes there's an alarm going off.
Even like, I don't know, even like when someone sleeps over or when I was in a relationship, I don't like love sharing the bed and sharing the alarms. Like, just go into a different room. I don't know. Like, clearly there's some major incompatibility.
You're that guy.
No, I'm done with you.
So I think she is the asshole for that, though.
I mean,
for an hour and a half. Yeah. An hour and a half's a long time.
Yeah.
I don't even think she's like, okay, she's probably like the less compromising one, because that's the more ridiculous circumstance, but I don't think she's like an asshole for that. I don't know.
I have 2 very practical good solutions for this.
Okay.
Number 1, if this guy's awake whenever the first alarm goes off, he can probably find something productive to do during that time.
I also say wake her ass up.
No, well, okay.
I'm up, you're up, bitch.
Or just take himself to the fucking gym or whatever. If he's up anyway, let her have her extra rest. They are both in very demanding, very high stress.
That's not fair to him.
Education, I understand, but that's how she does it. It would be.
But if you're hardly getting any sleep as it is, and you're that overworked, that's going to trigger you.
Okay. Then solution number 2 is exactly what Christian said, that they do everything they're going to do up until it's time to go to sleep, and then they just separate, so that way they actually get their rest. It's not an affront to the relationship. It's just a practical way to deal with it, right? Doesn't mean they don't love each other. Doesn't mean they're not really a couple. Just means that they need certain types of sleep. She's not going to break this habit if she's been doing this for God knows how long. And her body may be just accustomed to this, and this really may be the way she functions. And neither of them can really, compromise with the other without giving something up that may be helping them or keeping them going. So routines are very important to people. in their schedules. So that honestly, that's what I would do.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, I know, look, we're laughing about certain things that wake her up anyway or whatever. I would find something else to do. Like if the alarm goes off at 6 and I just can't go back to sleep. All right. And my partner is snoozing and waking up and snoozing and waking up. And this is going to go on till 7:30. If it was driving me that crazy, I'd go downstairs. I'd make myself breakfast. I'd go to the gym. I'd take a walk.
We said that's what he would do, but it piles up like that last hour.
No, it doesn't fucking pile up if he's not there. Okay, go get a fucking Egg McMuffin, whatever.
Well, yeah, he was saying he did that. He was just saying that like that, losing that 1.5 hours.
Bullshit. Then sleep, and then Christian's right. Then sleep in the other room, or grab the couch.
Have another room.
They're not in this fucking studio. Okay, well,
let's
okay. If they
are, go sleep in the living room.
Okay, then you know what? If they are in a 1-bedroom.
Yeah.
With no couch, no spare room, right? No running water, whatever the fuck, okay? Then there's only one other way to do it, and that's just for him to kill the bitch.
What?
Yeah. That's it.
Okay? Make it look like an accident.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay? Because sleep deprivation is real.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Mm-hmm. There was I'm going to give you an idea of how absurd that is, but you'd be surprised, okay? Mm-hmm. There was a very... now he would be considered prolific or iconic, but back in the day he was just like a city councilman named Harvey Milk. Mm-hmm. He was in the San Francisco Bay Area. Harvey Milk was openly gay. He played. Yeah, there was a movie called Milk and Sean Penn portrayed him. Mm-hmm. But he was openly gay in San Francisco, advocating for gay rights. This was during the time of the AIDS epidemic, and he's going. One of his, I guess, city council colleagues killed him.
Oh shit! Oh.
Right. There was a whole thing and made him look bad and re-election issues or whatever, homophobic, whatever. I don't remember the whole thing. I just know that another councilman killed him and used what is now called the Twinkie defense. Yes, Twinkie. Those little golden snack cakes. Right. And the defense was that the ingredients and the sugar and the processing that goes into making a Twinkie, because this guy apparently had a Twinkie habit. He would eat 3-4 Twinkies a day.
3 or 4 Twinkies a day.
Seriously. Yeah, he would eat like 3 or 4 Twinkies a day. He had this Twinkie habit, and their argument was that the amount of sugar and processed chemicals in these Twinkies caused him to have an imbalance, chemical imbalance, and he was not responsible for what he did. And it fucking held up. Okay? It held up. That wouldn't hold up today. But my point is, sleep deprivation can make you do crazy things.
It can.
Okay? So because that's the end result here. If they don't come up with a practical solution.
That's what the police do in interrogation.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's a form of torture.
Yeah, it is.
So that's what I'm saying. So all jokes aside, if they don't come up with a practical solution, there's going to be some kind of violence is going to happen. Somebody's going to snap. Mm-hmm. Okay. So, and again, silly me, just get some fucking headphones. Get those earplugs. Just sleep through it. Seriously.
You won't hear his alarm.
No, have her wake him up when she's done.
You're right.
Okay? That's it.
Right.
How fucking hard was that? Mm-hmm. Now, by the way, just so you guys know, the girl power over there, I had that filed away from the beginning. Mm-hmm. Okay? It wouldn't, thank you. It just wasn't going to make the segment fun if I just dropped the knowledge right away and showed you how ridiculous this whole thing was. Okay? Okay, I'm just saying.
Okay, last one. Am I the asshole for accepting an internship at my ex's law firm, potentially disrupting my current relationship?
How much they paying?
Background. I, 24 female, and my boyfriend, 24 male, let's call him Mike, have been dating since our junior year of college. What's his name?
Morgan. It's always something like that, right? Nikki, Michael.
We've been inseparable and made the joint decision to attend the same law school to avoid the strain of long distance. To add a wrinkle to the plot, I have an ex-boyfriend, 27M, let's call him Greg, who was 3 years ahead of us in college. We dated for 2 years, but broke up due to differences in life goals. He also went to law school and now is an associate at a prestigious law firm in NYC. Let's call this one Firm A. Fast forward to our 1L summer. Mike and I are applying for internships for the upcoming summer. Firm A offered me an internship while Mike received the offer for a reputable but less prestigious one in our current city. Here's where it gets messy. Greg and I ended on good terms, and I have no lingering feelings for him. However, Mike has always been somewhat insecure about my past relationship with Greg. When I discussed the offer from Firm A with Mike, he was upset. He reminded me of our agreement to stay in the same city and voiced his discomfort about me working at the same firm as Greg. He asked me to decline Firm A's offer and look for opportunities locally instead. Despite Mike's concern, I chose to accept Firm A's offer. It's a golden opportunity for my legal career, and I don't believe working with Greg will be an issue. Now Mike feels hurt and betrayed, believing I prioritize my career and Greg over our relationship. Our friends are divided as some applaud my decision, citing career importance, while others feel I've risked our relationship needlessly. So Reddit, am I the asshole for accepting an internship at my ex law firm, potentially causing a rift in my current relationship?
I have to think it's not an accident that she found a job at the ex's firm, at Greg's firm.
Honestly, I don't think that it has to do with Greg. Honestly, I genuinely feel like it's not like Greg got her the internship, you know? Like,
Yeah.
It seems like an awful coincidence, you know?
It does, but it's a prestigious law firm. Like
Yeah, and he's an
in
associate.
NYC. Yeah, he's an associate.
I don't think he probably has that pull yet,
Yeah.
especially because he's like 27 or 28 at this point.
27, yeah.
So, I mean, I feel like, okay, it's a big law firm, right?
Yeah.
There's probably over 100 lawyers there. Like,
Probably over
it's
100
not-
interns in there, too.
yeah, it's
like,
not that.
Yeah.
She may go like weeks without ever seeing this
Yeah.
guy. I feel like, like her boyfriend's just acting mad insecure.
Yeah,
like,
her boyfriend's immature. That's what
like
it is.
okay, if your girlfriend gets like a really nice job at a really nice law firm, and
You should be proud of her.
you should be proud. Like I don't know. I feel like the Greg thing, like her ex being there, that sucks. But it's like, okay, like if you trust her,
Yeah.
what's like the big deal? I just don't really. I feel like that's a good opportunity for her.
Exactly.
Maybe he's jealous because he got a worse offer too. Like I don't entirely.
I think that's what it is. He's jealous of that.
What a bitch.
The guy, right?
No, the girl.
No.
You don't do that.
No.
Listen. First of all, if she cares about her current boyfriend, she needs to be somewhat sensitive to this. Okay? I'm just saying, okay, if that relationship means a lot to her, that's number one. Number two, she needs to be more practical, okay? She's a female in law. She's not going that far. She doesn't need, she doesn't need to be in a big prestigious firm. They're just meeting a diversity quota.
You know what
Okay.
sucks? Is that she got it and he didn't.
No.
Yeah,
No.
that's what sucks. She
No.
got it and he didn't
No,
get it.
what
That's
sucks-
yeah.
What sucks is she's going to that firm so ex Greg can get it in.
No.
Okay,
No,
and
she's not.
yes, she is.
Okay.
That's the only fucking reason.
I'm gonna ask you this way: if Maya got an internship,
Don't use my kids.
she got an internship at a very prestigious, like, hi, this would be great for her career, and her current boyfriend was like, no, because your ex-boyfriend's there, and Maya decided to give that shit up, you'd be okay with it because she has to be sensitive to her boyfriend?
No, but let me explain.
Exactly.
Let me hold on.
Exactly.
Excuse me. Let me explain the difference in that. If my daughter Maya were to get a prestigious internship at a law firm, trust me, it's because of her last name.
Oh my god!
So actually, it would be impacting me if she turned it down. I don't give a fuck about her boyfriend. It's not about that. Okay, that's number one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm just saying. Don't look at me like that. Number two, I just feel like if this is an important look. All right, all jokes aside, okay. Summer internships, while they're not easy to get, honestly do not guarantee anything. And often shut the door for you in the future. If you give one bad impression to one partner over something stupid, you're done. So a lot of first year, second year law students really think this is super important.
Yeah.
It's not. It's the experience rather than where you got the experience. And that's what people don't always understand. And unfortunately, they don't emphasize that enough in law school. And they don't have to. I mean, a law professor's job is not to tell you which firms to intern,
Right.
But my point is that a lot of students don't know the realities of what this is all about. There are a lot of students that interned at big firms. They did a summer internship and then they didn't pass the bar and they were like, they don't even want to know, they don't even remember their name anymore.
Yeah.
Or they don't offer them an associate position for whatever reason. Right. And they get all upset and butthurt. And those are the ones, by the way, that end up at the fucking nonprofits. Right. Because they put all their eggs,
go to law
because they put all their eggs in a big firm basket and they don't get the offer. So sometimes, and I'm saying this both as honest and true practical advice. If out of our 1,100 listeners, if anybody's a law student or thinking about going to law school, practical advice, don't overemphasize or put more weight on these summer internships than are necessary. Yep. They don't always give you what you think it's going to give you. You can gain good hands-on practical experience from any busy attorney Doesn't matter how big the fucking firm is, right? You're going to read contracts. You're going to look for spelling mistakes in documents, whether you're at a 100-lawyer firm or a 2-lawyer firm.
Exactly.
Now, does it look better down the road? Yes.
Yeah.
But you know what looks way better than all of that? Doing an externship for a judge. Okay. That carries weight. Not the fucking, I spent a summer at Latham and Watkins. Really? Did they make you an offer? Well, no. Oh, guess who else isn't going to make you one, right? But I'm being a little bit savage about it, but that's really how it happens sometimes. I'm telling you, law students, especially ones that are in the top 20 law schools, they bank almost everything on a summer internship and then getting an offer letter. Usually it's contingent on passing the bar, right? But that's what they go for. And if they don't get it, it's devastating. And they really, I'm telling you I know a lot of people that have done that. Well, not too many personally, because I didn't go to these top tier things, but I know of, and I've read, So the other option for people like that don't get the big jobs, they start their own.
Yeah.
Right. And they want to, they do their own little boutique firm and, maybe they bring enough people together or whatever. Yeah. But I just think, look, in all seriousness, if she really wants the position and she thinks it's going to be all she can be, or if they're going to let her intern in the department of the area of law she wants to practice and she can't get that anywhere else, that's one thing. If it's just to say, I interned at firm A, fuck off.
Yeah.
That's not worth losing your relationship over, because there's 1,000 firm A's that you just don't know about. Right. So that one isn't going to make that big of a difference, at least not in my opinion. So.
All right. Well,
that's that.
That wraps up our episode for today, guys. Christian, thank you for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
All right, guys.
Oh, sorry.
What happened?
I want to let the audience know, this is important, that Karina brought us Hood Barbecue today.
I did. I brought us Woody's Barbecue from Crenshaw, Inglewood.
It's supposed to be super famous.
You're going to get hate for this. If we
iconic.
have like Hood followers, I doubt it. But like they're
listen, guys, they can Hood follow these nuts.
He said that it's mid, guys. He said it's mid. That's fine. I'll take it home and I'll eat it.
Go ahead.
And it's not going to be fucking mid when
I
eat it later.
It was mid. It's mid then. It's mid now.
It's fucking great. And I'm going to have it for dinner. And it's
the
going to be fucking
only
great.
good things were the hot links. They had chicken hot links and beef hot links.
I think
those
you're
are
a hater.
the only good ones.
I think you're a hater.
The baked beans were okay. The brisket
shout out to
was
the lady
dry.
baby cakes.
Fuck the lady. Fuck Woody's. There's a reason the other two locations burned down.
First of all, don't come for Woody's like that.
I'm just saying the brisket was dry. The beef ribs were tough. The fucking chicken was dry and tough. Okay, it was not pull off the bone smoked barbecue like it's supposed to be. You know what? I hope so too. Bring it, because guess what, Hood followers, you got to get past Karina before you get to me. So
it depends. If they're too big,
enter at your own risk.
Okay? Hey, bro, you can go ahead.
Karina doesn't back down from anybody. That's number one. Number two, just so the audience knows, maybe one day we'll post like a picture on the cover or whatever. But Karina gets hit on by every DoorDash driver that ever comes to this office, and they all get like super smooth. They all become LL Cool J.
Yeah.
As soon as they walk in,
change their tone.
It's literally like slide their feet like across the floor, like walking around. Yo, what's up, yo? Hey, why don't you come outside with me for a minute? Let's talk.
One of them actually wanted me to come outside because then he would not he'd be like, hey, come outside real quick. I want to talk to you. I was like, no. And he was like, come talk to me. I was like, no. Like, I was like, what the fuck is going on? I was like, I'm at work. He was like, no, just step outside real quick. I was like, no. Yep.
Don't ever go to a second location.
No. Exactly. No.
So I mean, I'm not gonna openly. I'm not gonna do like a TikTok of Woody's, right? But I'm just saying, I'm not doing that one again. Sorry,
okay.
No good.
You don't have to. I will.
It was not worth the hour plus wait either. Fuck them.
I drove. You just sat here.
What are you complaining about? Karina thought got it.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter exactly
All
nothing.
right.
I'm just saying.
All right.
All right, Karina, come on. Tell them where they can find us.
All right. You can find us at the Mensama Confirm on Instagram, Mensama Confirm on Twitter and TikTok. You can visit our website, eblawfirm.us. You can email us at info@eblawfirm.us. Bye, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.